A few years ago, I was a Microsoft MVP, a most valuable professional, as they called them. This was years before blogging was really blogging. And back when I was an MVP for Microsoft, I was, I guess, a Windows Media MVP. And as such, I kind of handed them the reins of what could become podcasting. Of course, what did become podcasting under somebody else's control, really, even though podcasting is platform neutral. I knew the power of RSS back in the day, and of course I knew the power of media distribution, and said, hey, Microsoft, why don't you do something like this? Now, it did not have a word yet, podcasting, but that's pretty much what I told them they should do before anybody else was doing it. They didn't really do it. Months later, Apple kind of made it easier to, work out all the details through iTunes. And so then podcasting was not born. It just took off in terms of popularity. Of course, I did that in conjunction with a now partner of mine, Jake Luddington. We knew where all this stuff was headed. And I wasn't an MVP much long after that. But recently, someone apparently in the community nominated me for the most valuable professional MVP. I'm going to try to hold that steady as I can. They nominated me specifically for Windows Expert in the consumer division. I don't know exactly what that means. I can only guess that it has to do with my understanding of Windows and how people relate to it. Not just experts, geeks who might be subscribed to the YouTube channel, but specifically newbies. There are a lot of people out there who have questions that you and I may take for granted. We might know those answers, but to be able to communicate those answers effectively can sometimes be a challenge. Now, this is something I started doing back in 1996, a long time ago. Certainly before video was a viable option, specifically like recording things live, which is what I'm doing right now. And I realize I don't know what's going on with chat. I can only assume half the questions that are being posed here are questionable. Won't know until after I watch this video. Either way, I also got this nice little, it's a major award here. And it's got a little separate glass piece, 2011. So I guess I'm starting from scratch again here. Specifically, though, something a bit nearer and dearer to my heart, a desktop operating system. I do use Windows 7, done videos on Windows 7, and I think we'll continue to create reviews, news, how-tos related to Windows 7. And this is, I guess, really an invitation to everybody out there who happens to, want to see the community around Windows grow and thrive, and specifically helping other people who may not know as much as you and I might know about Windows. We have an opportunity to share our knowledge with them. So through lockergnome.com, lockergnome.net, through my blog, chris.pirillo.com, and beyond, the social media sphere on Twitter and Facebook and the like, hope to continue helping people with the issues that they might be facing, related to Windows, certainly, and then beyond. But I think I have to give Microsoft credit for continuing this program, even though it's kind of been on the precipice of being eliminated. I think that would be the wrong thing to do. Microsoft has always engaged the community in a positive way, really has done a better job as a company, on the whole, than most other companies and their enthusiasts out there. So when you ever have the chance to help someone, do it, because you never know where it's going to lead. I'm offering this to you, if I recognize that you're doing something that is useful, specifically in Microsoft's camp, and if they have an MVP award available for that particular segment of the marketplace, I'd be more than happy to pass your name along. It's a possibility. That's what happens when you do good stuff. Now, does this mean I have to use nothing but Windows? No, they know I'm a geek and I use everything at my disposal. I'm a software junkie. It's never going to change. But you're more than welcome to drop me a line. Chris@Pirillo.com, as the some commenter pasted in there. I think that was probably the most useful comment or it wasn't really a question, posted in the chat. Why I keep chat alive when I record these videos is beyond me, but I'm appreciative that Kevin out there is recording them remotely. It's easier to record this way. You don't really need to see every single detail of this, and quite honestly, have you seen any of the super high definition videos of my face? I'll go low res, thank you very much. Wow, I've done 3,313 videos? I bet you most of them are related to Microsoft and or Windows. Would not be surprised. It's not it's real. That's glass. Could I fake that? So I guess I'm an MVP. Batting 1,000. Chris at Pirillo.com. Chris.Pirillo.com. At Chris Pirillo on Twitter. Facebook.com/Chris Pirillo. We also have LockerGnome.com for reviews, news, how-tos. LockerGnome.net, a community for Q&A for anything that might be on your mind. Feel free to share it with the rest of the world. And, of course, we have the chat room, which you never really know what you're going to get in the chat. I never really know. Kind of afraid to look. It's kind of like an accident. You don't want to look, you just can't help yourself. Most valuable gnome. There you go. Actually, there's a story behind that, but I'm not going to go into it at this point in time. You're welcome to join us in the chat room. We are geeking out 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.